we'll try it again. Start me over right where I began.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take it.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Browns at 10-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Flacco. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll give up the middle. Jenkins.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Now Flacco. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Passing play, Flacco. He gets this to Davante Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Flacco. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Flacco. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
It's set.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. We look at this Browns defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got him there complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They go play action here. Purdy. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
There's a short one caught by Tonjes. And running with power here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jake Tonjes, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Flacco looks to throw. That's taken in. Isaiah Bond. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Flacco. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4th.
Number 85, David Njoku. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
An inside run with Judkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First down, right back to Judkins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
That's caught left side by Judy. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
32-yard line.
Ready up! Here we go!
Now Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Cowboy 80!
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Setting up the screen for Judkins. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Flacco will take to the air again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. With that, he'll equal his receiving yards from a week ago. We're just in the first quarter. And that's a first down as well.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now it's Flacco. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Stephanie! Cougar 19! Let's go!
Judkins will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and have their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Purdy. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
3rd and long.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To pass, Flacco. He gets this into the hands of Jenkins. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we could capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 49ers' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Jenkins. And he he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Jordan Watkins deep for San Francisco. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
Now Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And he is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Purdy. He's got the 1st down and more. 2 Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds out near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, 55 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Yeah, ready with it. I should probably start their head, boy, because I got all their heads, boy. Why that Jake, you got a chip?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
18, watch out.
Purdy looking to throw. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the 49er 1st down.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Outside. 18.
Back to throw. Purdy finding room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defense defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
20! And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Get set, get set.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
Of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown 49ers.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Here's Flacco. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Flacco. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Once more, it's Flacco. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
This will be caught. Judy. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
At their own 35-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Flacco. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Niners' 43-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. Flacco looks to throw. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Passing play. Flacco. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. The third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now Flacco. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. A give. Here's Jenkins. And he stopped immediately there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he's got it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And his throw is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This is taken around the 12. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to the defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch out! Yellow.
Back to throw. Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there at 22.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Get set!
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to add on to that lead. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now an injury timeout, and that is Davante Adams, who is in some discomfort following that play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Flacco. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Flacco from the gun. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Flacco. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They go pass again with Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Fielded at about the 28. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Flacco. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To pass, Flacco. And that is incomplete.
Plain and simple. That's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And what a tough spot for this defense, because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And it'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Purdy off the play fake. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Purdy now to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Robinson up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short game. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Completes it to Jennings. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. throwing here. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here's Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, this from 39. Off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Browns drive about to get started. And even with the missed field goal that we just saw, they still have to try and erase a 2-score fourth-quarter deficit. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Flacco. Over the middle, he's got Bond. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Completes a pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Now Flacco. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
3rd down. Flacco from the gun. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, 65 yards. And the 49ers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league?
The Browns have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, where they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Passing play. Flacco. It's caught here by Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one.
That's another Browns.
Flacco looks to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here's 2nd down and 3. Flacco. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mykel Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. A big play looming on 3rd down. Now Flacco. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Niners Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. A quick throw completed by Purdy. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 2.
A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Get set. 18.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
That's up. 18.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Niners, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they
my haters, I wish them well. Get up on my level, I'm sending them straight to hell. We all in your city, your name ain't ringing the bell. All this motion on my cell, you would think I got it for sale. It was Friday, I met him up by the shell. He took me to the bank, cause he sent me too much for sale. Keeping secrets, he know that I never tell. It's a bird, it's a plane, oh, it's coming in through the mail. I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, go grill, plain, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, chest set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it. All these on my 2 first, no dribble. These always talking pillar. Thing like scissor. Like Giannis, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizak never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my